In the fraction of a second before your foot meets the ball, your brain performs over 10 million calculations, orchestrating a symphony of neural firing and muscular responses that determine whether that touch will lead to perfect control or a missed opportunity. What truly sets elite players apart isn't just their countless hours of practice, but how their brains have evolved to process these complex calculations with extraordinary efficiency. Professional players' brains process these calculations 300% faster than average players, creating neural superhighways that transform split-second decisions into seemingly effortless control. The mastery of first touch represents the foundation upon which all other football skills are built. Without exceptional first touch, even the most creative tactical ideas or ambitious plays remain merely theoretical. This fundamental skill determines not just how well you can control the ball, but how quickly you can transition from receiver to creator. Have you ever wondered why some players seem to have the ball glued to their feet, while others struggle with the simplest of passes? What's happening in those crucial milliseconds that separate the good from the great? Today we will unlock the secrets behind the perfect first touch, and you might be surprised to learn that you may not know it all. Your eyes are the first piece of this intricate puzzle. Elite players like Zinedine Zidane don't just watch the ball, they're constantly scanning their environment, processing information about teammates, opponents, and spaces up to 6 times per second. This is twice the rate of average professionals, which allows them to make split-second decisions with remarkable accuracy. But here's the fascinating part. When professionals receive the ball, their brains actually experience time differently through a phenomenon called temporal dilation. The perception of time slows down. It's not magic, it's the result of their brains requiring less energy to process the same information thanks to years of deliberate practice. Remember Dennis Bergkamp's legendary touch against Newcastle? We'll break down this moment later, but first, let's understand what makes such control possible. Professional players begin preparing for ball contact before you can even blink. Their muscles start activating in a precise sequence that flows from the supporting leg through their core to their receiving foot. This preparation isn't random. Elite players develop what scientists call contextual priming. Their brains prepare multiple possible responses before the ball arrives. Think of it like a chess grandmaster who can see several moves ahead, except these football masters make their decisions in milliseconds. When receiving the ball in a match, players face 3 critical challenges. How do they evade pressure? How can they eliminate defenders? And when should they use the defender's presence to create new opportunities? The way players answer these questions in a split second reveals the true artistry of first touch. Let's return to Bergkamp's touch. In less than half a second, he scanned his surroundings, processed the defender's position, and executed a touch that seemed to defy physics. This wasn't just skill, it was the perfect integration of vision, decision making, and technical execution. Recent neuroscience has uncovered something remarkable about elite players' brains. When receiving the ball, they activate the mirror neuron system, the same neural networks that fire when they observe others performing perfect control. This means that every time they watch another player execute a flawless touch, their brain strengthens the same pathways they'll use when performing the skills themselves. This discovery explains the importance of analyzing matches and watching more football in general. Your brains are literally rewiring themselves during the match, adding new control variations to your neural library in real time. I know this all sounds crazy, but this is why watching high-level football isn't just entertainment for elite players, it's actually part of their development process. But it can get even crazier than that. The latest research in motor learning is revolutionizing how we develop first touch. Virtual reality systems now allow players to experience thousands of receiving scenarios in a single training session, accelerating the development of neural pathways. Studies show that the brain treats these virtual touches almost identically to real ones, creating the same neural adaptations. This breakthrough in neural training has led to innovative solutions like Be Your Best Pro, a training system that's rapidly transforming how players develop their first touch. Already adopted by over 50 professional academies worldwide, including top-tier clubs in the Premier League and La Liga, this technology is bridging the gap between scientific understanding and practical training. The results speak for themselves. During a training camp in Spain, a select group of Germany U17 players used VR goggles for 15 minutes each day over a 12-day period, and even took the goggles home to boost their on-field awareness. By recording 2 training games with 3 cameras to track head movements, coaches observed that 80% of the players showed increased head movement and improved positioning in the second game. Moreover, a 9-week study revealed an average 28% improvement in scan rates, a cognitive gain that helped fuel their first European Under-17 championship win in 14 years. Scientists have discovered that the brain's plasticity, its ability to form new neural connections, peaks in the 20 minutes immediately following intense practice. Be Your Best Pro's training protocols are specifically designed around this window of opportunity, using precisely timed drills and rest periods to maximize skill development. If you're interested in experiencing this revolutionary training system yourself, you can find the link to Be Your Best Pro in the description below. The best players in the world seem to make the ball disappear and reappear at their will. This mastery comes from an intuitive understanding of when to use each surface of your foot, the inside foot for precision, the sole for manipulation, and the outside for deception. Each choice made in a fraction of a second based on the demands of the moment. So how do we develop this level of mastery? Think about learning to ride a bike. At first, you needed all your concentration just to stay upright, but gradually it became second nature. The same principle applies to first touch, but the complexity is magnified. Every touch is an opportunity to refine your neural pathways, gradually building your ability to do it with ease. Here is what you should focus on in your next training session. Add directional control. Can you place your touch exactly where you want it? Every time in a drill or a practice game, practice the ability to take that touch exactly where you want it. But here's the key that many players miss. Variation is crucial. Train with different types of passes, driven balls, floating balls, spinning balls. Practice receiving while moving in every direction. Challenge yourself with awkward heights and uncomfortable angles. This variety builds adaptability, preparing you for the unpredictable nature of match situations. Let's put this all together with some real-world examples. Remember that question about Bergkamp's touch? His control against Newcastle perfectly demonstrates how elite players integrate all these elements. As the ball approached, his brain was processing the ball's speed and trajectory, the defender's position and momentum, the space behind and around him, his teammates' movements, the match situation, and tactical context. All of this information flowed through neural pathways optimized by thousands of hours of practice, resulting in a touch that looked impossible to most but was simply inevitable for him. Even the best players face challenges with first touch. The difference is in how they solve them. When receiving a ball at pace, many players tense up, leading to a heavy touch. The solution? Elite players maintain a relaxed readiness, alert but loose, ready to adapt to any possibility. High bouncing balls often cause problems, but watch how players like Sergio Busquets handle them. They don't wait for the ball to drop, they meet it at the optimal height, using the body position to shield it while bringing it under control. This isn't just technique, it's the product of thousands of repetitions, each one refining their neural understanding of ball trajectory and body positioning. The perfect first touch isn't just a moment of skill, it's the culmination of neural processing, physical preparation, and tactical awareness, working in perfect harmony. Whether you are a developing player or a seasoned professional, understanding the science behind first touch reveals new paths to the mastery. The patterns we've observed in elite players provide a roadmap for development, while modern training methods offer accelerated paths to improvement. Remember, excellence in first touch isn't about achieving perfection in controlled conditions. It's about developing the adaptability to handle any situation with confidence and control. Every touch is an opportunity to learn, to refine, to improve. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below for what should be talked about next. Check out the newsletter, but most importantly, enjoy the beautiful game.